Won't break, won't miss, rich tickets, check out. We talking start like ball hype, pretty face guy like bruh, how do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm gonna miss. So my daddy like, boy, don't blow my shit. I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated.
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. It's been a wild opening weekend to this point. Who knows what is in store tonight as off we go for the Sunday night opener. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
We're going to start. Ready.
Throwing to open it up is Darnold. Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. That is DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now,
oh, big hole left side. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 80 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. He's got it. And the Steelers have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Gesicki, the man in motion. They'll go play action here with Daniels. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Has his man, it's Samuel. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
From the gun, here's a handoff, and he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Third and 6. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. A gain there of 13 yards.
You just love to see this effort, especially on third down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Kadarius Toney, the intended target for that one. And it'll bring up 2nd and goal.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal.
Let's go now. Go.
Throwing again. Daniels. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. Stop at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up, and they cash it in on 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. It's Daniels. That is caught side of the end zone. Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Commanders. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Commanders come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. First and 10.
Ready. Go side. Ready. Right side.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Open man downfield is Freiermuth. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Go set.
Off the play fake, it's Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
We go set. Reset.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Reset.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That's going to be caught. And he's going to have the Steelers 1st down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him.
That one intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. He's inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Washington. Now it's McManus for the point after. His kick is good. And the Commanders will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
We go set. Yellow lady. Yellow lady. Red lady. Reset.
Now Darnold. Going up top. That's caught. And he will score. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. What a start to the year. His 2nd touchdown in this opening half. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. He's got his man downfield, it's Debo. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. So 1 quarter in the books on our first Sunday night telecast of the year. All even on the scoreboard. And we're back to the Steel City after this. First and 10 now from the 36. Now a give on the ground. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play. And that's exactly what they did.
Daniels to throw on second down. Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are going to get the football at their own 23.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Here's Darnold. And it'll be taken down up past the 4.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
He finds Austin with the grab. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards. They'll come up here, first and 10. Austin brought in motion. On the handoff, it's Harris. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And Mike, you know the best time to pick up first downs is? On first downs. Don't wait for third down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
Throwing on first and 10 is Darnold. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Quick throw, taken in. A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. But sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers move out in front. The new score, 17-14.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Gray brought in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's complete left side to Tony.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll go with a counter on first down, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
He's going to air this one out. And this will be tracked down and intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last 2 drives, same story. Continuing to drive, have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Darnold. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I back with more on this opening week after this. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Yo, lady.
Darnold to throw. This one grabbed by Austin. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Yo, lady. Yo, lady.
Here's Darnold again. He's going to let this one go deep. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to take over here at their own 22.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here's Daniels. Taken in by Gesicki. They'll motion over Samuel. On 2nd down, it's Daniels. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40.
All right, so that's consecutive drives now. You've come out here and thrown interceptions. I think at this point, Mike, it's time to run the ball. It's time to give this offense a little bit of a reset, settle this quarterback down. And if nothing else, let's cool off this secondary. They are flying to the ball. They are taking chance after chance. Let's remove them from the defense for a while, make them defend the run, and let's get our offense back on track.
Austin brought in motion. To throw on 1st down is Darnold. He's going to look downfield once again. Whoa! And he's just a couple short of a touchdown. We'll mark him out at the 2-yard line. A huge play just before the half. That gains an even 60 yards. So after the big play to start, now we have 1st and goal. They'll run with Harris. And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. They'll take him down at the 3-yard line.
I don't mind the play call, Mike. We've seen him on this possession have a lot of success through the air. So now you try to change it up and think the defense is selling out to stop the pass. Just try to sneak a draw in there. Not much luck. They're able to take it.
A 2nd effort, and he is in. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Steelers.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Boswell adds the extra point. And the Steelers go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. Very little time remaining in this 1st half as this kick is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
To throw is Daniels. He's going to try it here again. That is brought in. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Cameron Hayward, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This a 48-yard attempt. McManus's kick is good. And the Commanders are able to get it back within a score.
17.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. On play action, Daniels. That's to the right side, and it's sitting. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down, and it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
They'll try to set up the screen here, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
3rd and 5. Tony, the man in motion. On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. He's got a man. It's McLaurin. Here's 1st and 10. To the air again is Daniels. That's deep for the back of the end zone. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Even in the air, here's Daniels. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up third down. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
We're going to set.
Throwing on second down, Darnold. Now a screen set up for Harris. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard.
We're going to set. Spread 80.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
Darnold to the air once more. A pass taken in by Harris. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. DeMarcus Lawrence there on the stop. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. He'll try to run for it with Harris. Trying to drive his way forward. I think he is short, and he is. That means 4th down coming up.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down.
We're going to start. Get lady. Go red 80. Go red 80. Reset.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. He is in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
On for the extra point is Boswell. It's up and through. And the Steelers will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll motion over Samuel. Backs to his big tight end, Gesicki. And he will have this at midfield. Forced out of bounds there. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a 1st down.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. Daniels gonna throw again. That's gonna be caught by Gray. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zones.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And Sunday Night Football continues after this.
Red 80. Go red 80. Go side. Yellow 80. Yellow 80. Reset.
Darnold to throw on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The offense is trying to stretch the field vertically. They're trying to put as many receivers into the coverage deep as possible. But you know what you need? You need time. You need to allow those guys to get downfield. But when you have a pass rush like this, they don't let that time unfold, and that pocket collapsed and results in a sack.
Red 80.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On third and long, here's Darnold. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On first down, it's Harris. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The 3-4 defense, Mike, is predicated on the big man over the center, the nose tackle. He's big, he's strong, he takes up the entire middle of the defense, and that's exactly what we just saw in that play. He makes the stop for no gain.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that.
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates.
And he will score! Game on! Jayden Daniels. Touchdown, Commanders. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will score! Game on! Touchdown, Washington. Important spot here for the Commanders as they will go for 2. They'll motion over Samuel. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
Set. Ready. Yellow 80. Ready. Set.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. Third down coming up.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense. You don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that
is caught. What a throw. K.J. Hamler. Touchdown Steelers. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Boswell now following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On first down, Daniels. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Throwing on second down, Daniels. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Weed.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. First and goal.
Ready. Ready.
Here's a run. And he will score. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. This has got to feel good, Greg. You open at home and a great performance with one more touchdown added on top.
Not many better ways, Mike, than to create some excitement amongst your fan base than to have a great home opener. Every team works all off-season. They stress it during training camp. Let's get off to a great start, and then all of a sudden you're able to do it in front of your home crowd. Man, this has been a really impressive performance.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Off-balance throw. It's complete. They get 19 on that pass play. First down, Washington.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That is hard! And he will go all the way. Danny Gray, touchdown Commanders. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Commanders are able to cut into the deficit. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And the defense has it.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Young lady, we go set. Play set.
On the zone read, here's Harris. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
2-possession lead, fourth quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
In motion, it's Jefferson.
Play set.
On first down, right back to Harris. And that'll be a pickup of 3. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. 2nd and 7.
We go set.
They'll give it to Harris again. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This from an even 50 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers will extend their lead. Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to run it.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Here comes 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He connects with Gray on that one. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down, so they get a new set of downs, and just as importantly, stop the clock. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. This one caught by the back, out of the backfield. They get 16 on that connection. Good for a Commanders 1st down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
This one complete right side.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
That is hauled in at the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. To the goal line and in. Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Washington. That his second touchdown tonight. Important spot here for the Commanders as they will go for 2.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Here we go,
Throwing again. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked by the rookie out of Oklahoma. He's to midfield. Inside the 30. And he's going to make it all the way to the end zone. How about a pick 2? 2 points going the other way. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
Here, outside. Set.
So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new